Hello there, welcome back. Right, if you do follow the ZXDev Conversions ProBoards website, you'll know that there's competition currently ongoing, a game creation competition. There's a number of entries in it, and it's, as you might gather from the name, it's about conversions for the ZX Spectrum. Now, one of the rules is that the game anyone creates and submits, as long as it runs on any of the Spectrum models, it can be anything, has to be a conversion or a remake or demake of a game that's appeared on another platform. Now, Alexander Udatov Sanchez, Evgeny Rogluna and Oleg Nikitin have spent 6 months creating a ZX Spectrum version of Mighty Final Fight, a 1993 NES game, which apparently is very, very well regarded. I don't know it at all. I know Final Fight is a very, very popular Capcom beat-em-up. But again, I've never played that at all in any of its iterations. There was a version of it released on the Spectrum, but I don't think it's considered very good. But anyway, here we have yet another great example of stunning Russian programming and artistry and music creation skills here. This game is really, really fantastic, and it's available for download now. Everything about it looks great, sounds great, and it plays fantastically well. It's a single player game, so unlike Target Renegade, you know, you can't play with your mates, etc. But I mentioned it's available for download now. I will, of course, provide a link where you can download it from in the description box below, and I will also link to the ProBoards Conversions website forum thingamajig as well, so you can go in there and check out some of the other games. Now, Final Fight, you play Hagar, who is the mayor of somewhere or other. I can't remember. I did have it written down, but I can't find a bit of paper. Cody or Guy, and Hagar is the mayor, and his daughter Jessica has been kidnapped, which is pretty inconvenient. Now, to start with, you get this kind of tutorial system. You get the option to undergo a tutorial system, which I'm just showing you briefly here, which shows you how you can use the moves, etc. And also at the bottom of the screen, when the gameplay starts, you'll see there is a rage meter, which is denoted by varying colour bands spreading out from a fist at the bottom of the screen. Now, of course, it's Spectrum, so it's monochrome, but very well. It's not monochrome, is it? It's very, very colourful. So ignore any sort of colour issues if you're not familiar with Spectrum games at all. What I'm interested to know is if you know this game from its days on other systems, its iterations, etc. Having watched this video, how do you think the ZX Spectrum version stands up? I think it plays fantastically well, but I don't know the original, like I've said before, so I'm really interested in comparisons between this and the NES. How does it look? Does it look similar to it? Does it sound similar to it? Does it play, seem to play as well, etc.? Now, I've also swapped around, gone through some of the levels, etc., so you can see some of the really, really fantastic artwork on display, and you can hear the music that is absolutely fantastic as well. Now, the people that created these games, if you're familiar with the Spectrum homebrew scene, are behind games like the remake of Crystal Kingdom Dizzy. They're behind Castlevania, Spectral Interlude, Super Vivisection, Twin Light, and others. Great games, and the Russian Spectrum scene has thrown up some amazing games. Now, this is a side-scrolling beat-em-up, as you can see. In this section, I'm playing Hagar, the mayor, the big old beefy mayor. He can pick up hammers. There are weapons that get dropped that you can pick up, but I never managed to find them. But so you'll have to take my word for that. And each character's got different skills. As you can see, Hagar is a big, brawny old chap. Guy is a sort of street brawler who likes to play with knives. And this chap, Cody, thinks he's a ninja. Now, there's a variety of moves. As you can see at the bottom of the screen there, that clenched fist. As your rage meter builds up, various colours will go along either side of the bar. Once you're in different colour zones, you can do various different finishing moves, etc. And that's the animation in this game is really quite fantastic. The graphics are really good. Sounds amazing, as I say, and it plays really, really well. I've had a lot of fun playing Mighty Final Fight. What could be better? I don't know. I suppose you could say, you know, it could be two-player. But having said that, it's got to abide by the rules of the competition, I suppose, in that it has to be has to mirror the experience. The best thing about it is it's free, and I've often said about people who create games for us to play in their own time. You know, this took 6 months, like I think I said at the top of the video, and you know, these people have got houses to run, you know, they've got jobs to go to, families to provide for. They're all doing this in their free time, and they deserve to know that their work is appreciated. Now, by all means, when you go onto their site, there is a an option to make a small donation, monetary donation, if you feel the wish to. By all means, please do. I'm sure they would appreciate the gesture. Now, I can't speak for the homebrew scene on other computers, etc. But the Spectrum scene is, there's just so many great games coming out for it that, you know, continue to be made. Just last year, I think I must have looked at and played at least 40 or 50 new games at least, and there were some that I missed. I mean, that might be an exaggeration, I suppose. I just plucked that figure out of the air, but there was certainly a lot, and the majority of them were, you know, fantastic, and again, mostly free. So that is going to end my review of Mighty Final Fight. Now, I really enjoyed the time that I've spent with this game so far. You know, it's really playable, it's fun, colourful, the animation's great, the music is great, the gameplay is great, and it's quite hard, some of the sort of baddies that you encounter. But particularly, I am interested to know, if you knew this game in its original format, what you think of this conversion, how it stands up, if you feel that you would you're a massive fan of the game, that you would like to try the Spectrum version. Of course, you know, you will need an emulator, but those are readily available. So, if you like the video, please let me know. If you wish to subscribe, please do so. But if you do subscribe, please take the time to join in the discussions and share your memories, thoughts, etc., because that's what it's all about. Okay, thanks ever so much for watching. Take care. Have a great weekend, people.